So what's the D25? What do we use it for? Where does it apply? The D25 have been installed all over the world. There's many substations from one side of the world to the other side of the world. Everywhere I go, I find a D25. D25 has a Logic Links editor, which is IEC 61113 compliant, and that means that it has 5 programming languages in which we can build a ladder logic. So whether you're using a block diagram, or whether you're using just a textual language, whatever is your flavor, this has been built in our Logic Links editor. And Logic Links, or the previous editor, the older editor, is ProLogic. In case you hear ProLogic, that means it's the same like Logic Links, except it was our DOS based. What I mean by DOS and Windows. For those new generation, you may not know DOS, but that was previous to Windows. And Logic Links is our Windows-based application. So it allows you to do PLC functionality. It allows you to do ladder logic, which increases the utilization of the D25 inside any application for either industrial or for electrical application. The IED gateway D25 is very versatile when it comes to protocols. So it have about 100 plus protocols between data collection applications and data processing application. A data collection application, or what we call as a client application, acts as a client to all the devices in the field. So basically, you can take all of these devices in the field and send data via the 100 protocols to the D25, and with the D25 aggregating all of these points inside the WSDAC interface node or WIN, then any DPA application or data processing application or server applications, whatever term that you're familiar with, can be taken. Take the points from the WIN database and send it back either to a remote HMI or a remote application like the DMS, a distribution management system, or an energy management system, or to a local HMI that's available in your substation, or to a small graphical display that you have in your remote terminal unit setup. Okay. The D25 itself has its own graphical display panel where you can see a mimic of your single line diagram, and you can control a bay. So it acts great as a bay controller with its own graphical display panel if needed. And as a bay controller, all the devices in the bay are being controlled by the D25, and then all the D25s and all the bays can basically aggregate their communication and talk among themselves if you utilize the 61850 goose messages, and it can talk back to a concentrator in your substation. One of the greatest features of the D25 is that it has a power quality monitor. So as a power quality monitor, it can take the information about your voltages, currents, and basically monitor the sag and swell and show it to you in a graphical representations. And it has the ability to record all of that info and get the digital fault records in files, which can be then uploaded using FTP or safe FTP setup. The D25, with all of these features, can also act as a standalone remote terminal unit. So as a standalone remote terminal unit, it can be the only device in your substation monitoring all the devices in the substation and reporting back to either a remote EMS or a DMS, or basically reporting to a local HMI, because it has the capability of the 100 communication, and it has all of these great features of RS2. It can have RS232, RS485, and Ethernet communication, fiber or copper. Okay, the D25 has made it into an integrated transformer monitoring solution, where we have built models inside the D25 that will allow the utility or the owner of a transformer to get very good analysis about the status of the transformer through the collection of information from basically sensors, whether it is the DGA unit, the gas analysis sensor, or the bushing sensors, or the temperature sensors. So the model basically collects all of this information from the temperature, the bushing sensor, and the gas analysis sensor, and the oil gas levels, and provides an immediate information to the owner of a transformer to advise him on the best application and the best maintenance required for the transformer. The D25, of course, contains protection elements, for example, definite time protection and breaker failure protection schemes, which can be also utilized for a substation application. With this, I hope you have a good understanding of all the applications for a D25 and where it can be utilized. As you can see, it can be utilized in many parts of your substation, whether in the bay, at the transformer, not only in a substation but also in an industrial application. I was in an aluminum plant where I've seen the D25 being utilized all over the aluminum plants.